Alright, welcome to Just Magic the Gathering. I was looking to, in a way, maybe do a little bit more of my grind. I am pretty happy with how I ended up on my, rings. I could push for an achievement. The one thing I was thinking about is I do kind of want to push for the wins. Since I missed the daily the other day, I am a little behind on my pass, if you will be. And yeah, in post review, I noticed I somehow swapped over to Alchemy Play as opposed to Alchemy Ranked. I was wondering, yeah. And even before I reviewed the video, I don't remember it showing me ranking up, or because I should be ranking up. But at this point, if I'm just looking to get attacks in and work my ranking, my token deck's not a bad option. I did enjoy how my elementals held up, and I should have been a little more conscientious of my opponents, because I did not good game or interact with them in any way, which is a little atypical for me. Akatosh, the mighty. Or yeah, can't even believe I didn't notice that. Here you can see what my ranking is, and I did not even pick up on the fact that I was not in my ranking. But I was looking to just kind of get it knocked out, but at this point I'm pretty much good to probably go with my helpful hunter. He's playing blue-black. And another Arahobo. Arahobo. Seek. Glad to see the mana just kind of flowing in. And next round, I'll just do the Lean in Vanguard and the Duty Beyond Death. Then discard 2 cards, so she will proc the 8/8 Octopus. At this point I'll get another token. I'll do Beyond Death. And yeah. Got that off the board. Zombify. Nice. And that is going to be problematic for me. In a way, I don't have a lot of options other than to just kind of keep pushing. I need to get into either my card draw. What I really wouldn't mind is mana. Another one of her. And I don't have any graveyard control in this. Assuming he has another Zombify. It'll get the +1/+1 for the life. I'm a little surprised he tapped out there, but I don't have the... If I play Orinobu, I could get the extra tokens. I was actually wondering how that works. I really need the... Let's see what he names for defenders. Elspeth Smite, and it'll void her. She can't at least zombify it. And what can he do? If a card you don't control would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Nice. During your turn, you may play this card, exiled this way. And that's permanently. If you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its mana value rather than its cost. So you can pay 1 life and have it exile on his turn. But unless I get something like... Because the flyers... I was thinking 1 more mana. There's not a lot here I can do. But it's his game with the flyers. I was just, in the end, mana strapped there, which is Or going back to, I didn't get any card draw up. I didn't... it underperformed in a couple ways. Or could have performed better in a couple ways. But either way, it was a clean game. And a quick game, which I'm all for. There's at a certain point trying to analyze, because most games have been doing this long enough. It's like between 5 and 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes. It's a short game. Where I really try to avoid games that run into like 15, 20 minutes where it's a single game. It kind of definitely drags out. The Llanowar Elves with the custom art. So he's playing Forest, which means he can probably be running anti-enchantment, but at this point he has the extra mana up. So he already has 3. Overlord. Whenever this permanent enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land. Nice. Talk about mana ramping. Because yeah, now he's already at 4 mana, and he can play one more for 5. A Rogue's Passage, which means he can attack, he can make somebody with 2 or less. No, for 4 he can make any creature unblockable. A 7/7. That is a little problematic for me. I was wondering if I attack and use my Elspeth Smite. The Regal Caracal is with the 7/7 trample. Going back to, I'm kind of in trouble. And I'll just sacrifice the cheapie. Return all land cards tapped to the battlefield. That is mean. And he milled when he came in. Mill 5 cards, and then you get all the lands back. That is a very nice mana ramp. I have a feeling I'm very much in trouble. I can get Elspeth up. But that's not going to get me a lot. You may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library, and you can spend mana of any type to cast creature spells. Nice. And another Llanowar Elf. Spinner of Souls. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. They get replacements. And he actually just has enough mana to play one of the overlords. What to do here? Because I don't have the 6/6. This is basically his game. Put a +1/+1 counter on all of them, or get more tokens. And I don't have enough to bleed through. Let's see what he actually does for pushing. Because I'm pretty sure this is problematic. I don't have enough, or depending on what he does here, I might be able to push through next round. But he can keep playing creatures as long as he has creatures on the top of his deck. He's going to make one of his 6/5s unblockable. And he has 3 Rogue's Passages out. I didn't actually realize that until now. And that's going to get him 2 more mana. And that's the 12 he needed to get through. That's solid. I needed to attack with my lifelinks. I didn't even realize he could do that. Solid play. Rogue's Passages are mean. They are... They can allow for things like that. Any creature. a lot of the can't be blocked is limited to like 2 or less or 3 or less. But 4 mana is pretty expensive. Or that was a really good mana ramp he had. And here I'm not terribly thrilled. I'm just relying fairly heavily on what I can top deck. Because I need mana to get into either of my Elspeths. Playing black, green? Black, green, blue. And that's going to be at the beginning of your end step if there's an elf card in your graveyard. Next round I can do my Caretaker's Talent. Let's try and figure out how I could get as a 5/5. It's the same one. And that's an elf, so if I kill one, he'll start to get the other one out. And I still need basically 1 more mana to do anything. But just work the mechanic. I don't really have much else for options. Conjure a card named Forest onto the battlefield. Activate if there are only 2 or more elves in your graveyard. That is interesting. He is relying exceedingly heavily on me just killing his creatures. He only has the 2 mana. I thought I was mana strapped. Because at this point I'm assuming he's going to get another mana. I don't necessarily have a white ball. I was trying to figure out the easiest way to deal with that. Because as soon as I put one of his in the graveyard, this is going to add up fast if I can't get, like, blockers out. Because, yeah, I don't have any card draw. I don't have any... I can still... For one, I can duplicate a token I don't have. Just trying to figure out the easiest way I could to... I don't know. Moving on. Because Duty Beyond Death really doesn't get me anything. We'll see. Because there's nothing really that can save me here. I was wondering, like, a mana. And I'm sure a mana would save me. 20-4. And he has a full hand of cards. At this point he's having to discard because he doesn't have anything he can do. And that's basically exactly where I'm at. I have 4 that I could actually put into the Caretaker's Talent to finish unlocking it. And get a second toy. Now that he is tapped out. Now I could do something like the... It's almost wondering about the Helpful Hunter. Next. That'll hopefully be my mana. No. So, I'm very curious what he does here. He got his 3rd land. I'm surprised he didn't... So he did discard an elf. So he can tap to conjure the land on. At the beginning of your end step, if there's an elf, it starts to get its counters removed. Triple block. Alright, at this point, Elspeth, I should be able to do my soldiers and get 2 more tokens that double now. But that 5/5 is gonna, or that, it's gonna get big quick. He's going for a forest on the field, which I'm surprised he didn't do last round. Whenever This creature enters mill with 3 cards. Then if there's an elf card in your graveyard, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Nice. And he put the elf there himself. In fact, this deck relies on me killing his elves. And I don't really have a lot for control. If I do the 3 for the food token, I can pop a food token. I could -3 off to either kill his +1/+1s, return another target from your graveyard. That might have been a mistake on my behalf. For Elspeth Smite. He has the mana to now be able to do a couple things. Next round, I should just be able to do the Duty Beyond Death and go wide around him, if he doesn't basically end it right here. We're going back to he was mana strapped. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, in gold, I'm still working 2 up for every 1 I lose, so I'm a little surprised I haven't actually churned through gold. I was just questioning probably calling it, or I don't know. I can take the time to shorten the video. It's probably what I'll do. With needing to work my rings, it's really the wins I'm after, if I can get them. Oh man. I kind of like it. I can play most of my hand. How do I only have 1 mana? Man, that's cheap. There's only 1 card I could... Then I'm gonna have to return high. I'm not sure, I almost like the first one better, because at this point I can't play any of my hand without another mana. At this point I'm kind of slowed, but I got my mana and just moving on. Just playing blue, just blue. This can't be blocked with creatures with power 2 or greater. Whenever this creature attacks, up to 1 target artifact, creature, or planeswalker an opponent controls loses all of its abilities until next turn. That's kind of nice. So, and it's creature, artifact, or planeswalker. So it'll actually shut down my planeswalker too. And this creature enters, draw a card. No more abilities. I definitely need the mana ramp. You can double block. Or you can just do the single block for no damage. What is my replacement card? A Helpful Hunter. The Regal Caracal. If I play it, I don't have return to my hand. That's an interesting move, is in that he had... Interesting. I didn't even realize you could make a food token useless. I get another food token out of the deal, though. And I was wondering about voiding his... Oh, the Scrawling Crawler. Which is an artifact creature. My cat collector loses all of its abilities this turn. But... Draw. Lose 1 life. At this point I can sorcery void his, play my helpful hunter, get my card draw. And at this point I can still basically start getting my life up. He has 6 mana, so in blue you can do quite a few things. Yeah, like return everything to your hand. So, and that's everything. I mean, that returned my Dollmaker's shop. I'll take my card draw back, though. And I probably should have done my cat collector, because I lost all my tokens, too. Good game. This creature can't be blocked. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So... Elspeth. And generate me tokens. Followed by my helpful hunter, which is my Cosmog. At 8 mana, this is... Not sure why he would have done that. If it was kick, draw a card, it was for card draw. Tap target. And has haste. He could have attacked first and then still done the same return. If I do something like my Caretaker's Talent, followed by my Cat Collector, I'll get my 2 tokens and my card draw. If I pop one of my food tokens, I'll get another kitty that gets duplicated. I'll take more soldiers and press. It really depends what he top decked there. Scrawler. I didn't leave enough out for the void. He can tap it and get it haste. But he wants to damage me on his draw. He just needs to attack with the one that can't be blocked. He's going for the flyer. Which in a way makes sense. But it doesn't actually matter if he can't kill me this round or get my stuff back in my hand. Like, this is my game. Just because I have my Dollmaker shop down. Draw. Resolve. Unlock. And that's game. Negative 115. That definitely added up fast. But yeah, with that, I am going to call it. And only one more win at this point to get me to next ranking, if I can get it without a loss. Either way, looking forward to doing some Magic in the future.